So first hand position, you're gonna put your right hand under their right foot, your left hand under their right knee. Your right hand about 3 inches below the foot. Right in the center of the palm of their foot is what they call in Tai Chi bubbling brook, because it's an energetic vortex. We'll talk about that more later. I've already talked about it in the literature that I produced, that on the palm of your hand that is referred to as the Lao Pong, because it's an energetic vortex. So this is basically where the bones are most dense. It's the center mass of the bones, and there's a reason for that. It has to do with the toroidal fields, and we'll talk about that. But don't leave your arms on yourself. Don't hold your breath. Be relaxed. You're just cradling your hand under their right knee with your left hand, your right hand underneath their right foot, about 3 inches, right around center mass. Hopefully you can see that. And so what you're going to want to do is hold this for about 5 minutes. Just breathe easily, naturally, into your belly. You can accelerate your field a bit by imagining that you're breathing in your left hand and exhaling out your right hand. So you just want to breathe in and breathe out, and just be calm and allow it to occur. Get to where you have a clock on both sides of the person, left and right, so that you can watch your time and change in about 5 minutes. You can go down to 3, up to 5. You can do longer. Sometimes we'll talk about all that. Particulars not important. The important thing is right now doing these side flows is to do about 5 minutes on each one of these holds. So that's the first one. The next one, you're just going to switch hands with your. Now my right hand is under their right knee, and my left hand is at the small of their back. So my hands are in between the rib and the ilium, and my fingertips are just kind of touching the lamina groove there, right around the kidney area. And I'm going to hold that for 5 minutes. And then we're going to do this femur a little bit better by putting our right hand on the inside of the right knee, left hand just on the outside. It looks like this, but on this side. So you got basically the center mass of this femur bone is going to this center mass of your right hand, center mass. The left hand is coming, just like if there's because there is anyway. So you're gonna hold that for 5 minutes. Don't touch yourself with your arms. You don't have to strain to keep your elbows out, but you don't want to lean on the person. You want to like this next one, we're just going to get their hand out of the way. And we're going to put the right hand in to where the fingertips are touching the kidney area and lamina groove there. And then we're going to just rest our left hand right on top of their shoulder. So again, just breathe easily, breathe in your left hand, out your right hand. Don't touch yourself with your arms. You'll short out your flow that way. So the center of that right palm is going to be like right at the point of their shoulder, the tip of the shoulder, so that this humerus is kind of in line with it. And it's just another 5 minutes of just sitting here. And then just going to take your hand up about around 3 inches above and 3 inches to the side of their cranium here, and just hold that for another 5 minutes. We're going to go to the top of the table. You could do this on a coffee table or a camping cot. Camping cot, really good. Massage table is excellent. You can buy a massage table for $120 on Amazon nowadays. So this is going to be about 3 inches to the outside and 3 inches above, approximately. Not touching your elbows on yourself, not straining, breathing in your left hand, breathing out your right hand, holding that for 5 minutes. So your fingertips, like if you got your hands over their shoulder and you just bring it right on up. About 3 inches, about 5 minutes. And they've already got the arm up. Okay, so left hand, fingertips touching the kidney area, right hand over the top of the head about 3 inches and out to the side about 3 inches. 5 minutes. Bring it down to the point of the shoulder with, you can see that over my head. Another 5 minutes. So these are all, of course, obviously just the same thing, just going down the other side. So then we're going to do the, don't matter which one you do first. So we got the right hand at the kidney finger, left kidney area, and the left hand under the left knee. Another 5 minutes. And we're going to cup the cilium, low back, and get inside of the knee, femur, center of the palm, femur, center of the palm. And obviously I would be doing this in a comfortable position, trying to get the hands visible. You want to get away. This is one reason why I have yoga blocks. It's because it's easier. I have a wooden stool, so you can adjust your height by adjusting your yoga blocks, and also we're eventually going to start getting into holds where you're going to want to rest your arm on one of these things so that you don't have to hold your arm out. And then we're just going to do this last guy again. So right hand under the left knee, left hand under the sole of the left foot. Now palm to bubbling brook, about 3 inches out. And then down to the bottom, same way as at the cranium, about 3 inches out and 3 inches above. Another 5 minutes. So those are basic side flows, we'll call them. Doing each one of those for 5 minutes, that should give the person a sense of this stuff. You should start getting a sense of it. Where it's different from Reiki is that you're aware of the fact that this will short you out and this will keep your flow going. It's different from Reiki or cranial in that you understand you have a flow that comes in your right and out your right and in your left, and there's a flow that goes around the body like this. Now this is a toroidal flow, so it's not as you would expect. It's actually a north pole and a south pole, and this is a north pole and a south pole, so it doesn't work with it there's things out there like magnetic healing and polarity and all these various different things. Richard Pavick did the work for Shen. That's his gift to the world. This is based on that. We can't call it Shen though, but this is an amalgamation of the Shen, the directional flows, and the toroidal consciousness, kind of merging because it's the toroidal fields that make these flows happen. And so when I started doing this, Richard wasn't aware of that. So that's my excuse for doing this. And this is for Cindy. This is for my little sister, so that you can do this on your friend. You can do this on mom, and they can do it on you. And you guys can all three get together. You can do this with more than one person, where you just do straight across the table from each other, run flows like this. So the important things are get comfortable, bolster yourself if you need to, so that you can keep your arms off yourself. Sometimes I use these things like this so that I can keep my arm out and off of myself. Just hold them for 5 minutes for now. Think of it as a kirtan or a bijan, where you meditate for a specific amount of time and then you chant for a while. Just think of this in the same way. You're going to just spend 5 minutes meditating on this flow coming in your left and out your right and going up their right leg and your left palm and around. and just nothing. Just don't, just like a regular meditation. Don't fight your thoughts. Just allow your thoughts. You're not trying to make your mind silent. You're just trying to let the garbage settle, so that anything that comes out might actually be useful intuitions and contact with the universe and that sort of thing. But that's another thing. Intuitions is like, that's the thing. Well, like with Reiki, they'll go, well, I like my hands here. This is what I'm used to. This is what it feels like, and they can probably feel it a lot of times because it's the field is backing up in their hand, so it feels warm, and they think they're doing something really great, but they're not. And I'm not trying to challenge all the Reiki people or make them feel bad. Do your symbols and do your Reiki and all that kind of stuff. Just keep your arms off yourself and try to keep. This is a very natural flow, just like with cranial, where you're focusing on the bones. It's very natural to go this way. And one of the reasons why you can tell this, anyway, so that's about long enough for this.